I didn't really get nervous. It's funny. I can actually point to one match in my whole entire career that I got nervous, and it was the first match I wrestled at the NCAA tournament my sophomore year. So I was match number one. I was the 8th seed. I'm wrestling a kid who, I think I was either 2-1 against, or we were 2-2. He wrestled hard, and I was just so into the match. And I was worried about getting tired. I don't know why. And it's like, I was white as a ghost, went out there, tried to throw the kid, got pinned. It was the only time I ever got pinned in college. Mm-hmm. And it was just, again, I was like, man, that was just not me, and even my coaches said that. They're like, you did not look good. So, yeah, I mean, I
want to talk about that for a second, though, because how do you overcome that type of adversity? So this is a big match for you. You don't feel like yourself. You get pinned. Do you stop after that and say, you know what, I need to go back to what got me here and focus on how I wrestle? Is it a mindset that you had to work on, or training? How do you overcome it?
So obviously, a lot of wrestling is self-directed actions, right? For the most part, right? I mean, the best of the best, again, they don't have somebody breathing over their neck telling them exactly what to do, right? But even the best guys, they need those coaches, they need those motivators, so that when I can't do it myself, or if I'm down and I'm in a bad place mentally, they step in and they fill that void where they now can get me back on track. Yeah. So I remember, since I was the first match, I actually didn't wrestle again that session. So I went back to the hotel. I'm literally in my bed. I'm thinking about the match. I'm thinking like I blew it, and I really went into the tournament thinking I actually could win this tournament. So for me, I was kind of devastated, and my coach comes in, the head coach, Dwayne Goldman. He comes in, he's got the bracket in his hand, and he said, hey, you got a great spot on the backside. He's like, you've got a great spot. He's like, we're going to come back. You're just going to get rolling. He's like, one match at a time. You're going to pile up those wins. You're going to get rolling, and then you're going to steam right through, and you're going to be an All-American, and you're going to take 3rd place. And so I was like, you know what? And I needed that, right? I needed that at that moment. I needed him to come in and say, everything's going to be all right. You've done all the work up to this point. You have one setback. That's not going to dictate the rest of your tournament. So it worked. It got me back, and I actually wind up, rattling off 5 wins on the backside. I became an All-American. And, again, I attribute a lot of that tournament to my coach, because if my coach would have came in and he would have been negative and down on me and what the hell are you thinking and blah, 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 I probably would have went deeper into a hole. But, he came in and he motivated me, and he said, hey, this isn't the end of the tournament for you. Like, he's like, and he actually said, he's like, you're taking home some hardware. He's like, you're going to take home some hardware because you've worked too hard this season, to come this far and not get what you want.
I love that.
Love it. That's probably what, that's how you get, there's times where you can get yourself back on track, but there's times that you need people around you to get you back, again, like that's what coaches are for, right? I mean,
yep.
The coaches aren't going to be just pulling strings and telling you exactly how to wrestle on the mat. Like there's times where we say one thing, or it's a little bit of motivation, it's a little bit of preparation, and the athletes do it themselves.